again, I thought it would be faster just to make a quick video for you. So the x and y intercepts are the points at which x is 0 and y is 0. I think the most common error for this problem was that people were getting mixed up on which was which. So here's a little explanation of that. If you plug x equals 0 into the equation and solve for y, you end up getting y equals 1. When you plot the point 0, 1, right, it is on the y-axis. You can think that the y value is what's changing, so that's your y-intercept. 0, 1 needs to go in that second spot. Then if you're doing the x-intercept, that's when y is 0. So if I plug 0 into that equation, I get -4. If you think about plotting that on a graph, it's going to be somewhere over here on the x-axis. So that's your x-intercept, because it's where the cross is the x-axis. So -4, 0 goes in that top spot. Right. For these next few questions, what you're looking at, see if I can extend, there we go, extend the page, is you have to find a couple things first, all right? First, you need to know your slope. So I'm going to go through and kind of list out the slope for you for the first two. So the slope in this case, parallel means same slope, so I'm going to have 2 fifths, all right? My slope in the next case needs to be perpendicular. So that would be the negative reciprocal, so 5 halves, because I flip it to be positive. In this case, I actually don't know the slope, so I need to find it first. And maybe I can do some algebra steps to get there. Subtract 2x, -3y equals -2x, subtract 3, and then y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Okay. If it's parallel, then the slope is the same. So my slope is 2/3, right? But it took me a little bit to get there. The next piece is that you're given a point. So I'll just do one of these and let you finish the next 3 of them. Right? They are going to be fraction or decimal answers. So here's my point, and I have a slope. So I'm going to put it in point slope form first. Y subtract y1. Since I'm subtracting a negative, it's like plus the fraction, and then x subtract x1. Get to my final answer. I want to distribute that slope in to the x and the 1. And then subtract this 1 over. 7/5. Let me just check on my calculator. You can always type it into your calculator too and then convert it back to or do fraction or decimal. I think it's all good in here. 1.4. So in this blank, you could put -1.4, or you could put -7/5. Both of those are fine. Or decimals. Okay, 1.4 works. And 0.4. Both of those are just fine. So you're going to get some fractions or weird decimal answers for pretty much all of these. Don't be afraid of fractions or decimals. It's fine. Both of them will be counted correct in school today, hopefully. So happy solving. Try the next 2.